Yeah. Okay, sorry guys, I got to change the races. This is a B-side match, so races are different. I think it's 11. It's an 11-8 race? They're 10? I thought they were 11, they said, because they're plus. Whoever can make it. We just can't spell all that out. That's our CCS staff team, is whoever can make it. No. Yeah, that whoever can make it team name we use, because we just throw whoever can make it to that tournament in based on Ted, president of the CCS, or referees, and then Q Sports Live, who's the streaming and tournament directing crew through Q Sports Live. So we put together a team everywhere we go, call it whoever can make it, because it changes all the time. We've got a good history of doing well in the 9 bulks. Team I was on 3 years ago, we won 2 or 3 years ago, and then we won the second chance. Last year we won the second chance, or finished third in a NIMO 9-ball event. We've always done really well, and they're guaranteed third here again. Two into the top left. That 3-ball's tough. No, plays safe, doesn't even go for it. Smart shot. I just jinxed it? No. Jet setters are in big trouble. Hey, Jeff. Guess I should change it. This is the B-side final, not the A-side. So Stephen at the table on the right-hand side here. Playing Jeff Pythian, who's the head ref for CCS here. Not sure what Stephen was going for there. Jeff's got full ball there. Ooh. Jeff hit that bad. He just waving his hand. He's not happy with whatever happened there. Here goes the 9-ball in Stevens' match. Oh yeah, I remember that Joe doing that. Oh well, it's all good. Dry breaks everywhere. Yeah, share the stream, people. Appreciate it. They're taking a second look. I think John has that 2 into the side off the 7, or it might even combo the 7 in for how that's sitting in there. That's a nice save John played on himself. Unlucky there. Here's Grant playing on the right-hand table. Grant playing a safe on himself too. We'll see how he works the IQ. John might have that. Or the way he's looking at it, it's real tight. Yeah, but we're going to check him for the... "3-1 Jet Setters. Whoever can make it better smarten up." I will be right back, guys. I got to collect some money with that announcement. They're saying I can go collect my winnings, so I will be back. Is that this guy you're talking about on the left that just broke? Steven's at the table on the left right now. He is the best player in the room. He's probably the best player in Western Canada. Yeah, I think Steven's sitting third or fourth for the highest Fargo rating in Canada, or he's in the top 5 for sure. I think the only ones ahead are John Mora, Jason Klatt, Alex Pagulayan, and maybe Eric Horlofson. And then Steven. Those are probably the top 5 players in Canada. Next year he won't. You might see Steven now, unless he can cut it in the side, you might see him swing for the 9 ball. Guy playing Grant was John Pay Pompey. He has a good shot too. He's competed over in China in the Chinese 8 ball a few times, and he's heading back in March. Yeah, you put Steven and Eric and Ben and those guys on a 9-foot table and they play even better. Grant. Sorry guys, we're just deciding who's breaking. Grant's holding up the show. Oh yeah, there's like I said, the Jet Setters, which is their 8-ball team, which is John Pay Pompey, Joe Spence, Eric Vargas, Stephen Holem, Ben Francis, Mark Vino, or I'm going to say Vino, I can never pronounce his last name. He's probably watching too. They're 2-time Grandmaster champions down the VNEA World Championships. They're going back to try to three-peat this year. They are both, Eric and Joe are entered into the U.S. Open 9-ball in Vegas. So we'll see how they do against the top guys down there. No, they have not. Or Eric was down there, I believe. Or was he? Eric was down that way for some tournament this last early fall, I'd say. Somewhere around there, or in the fall. And Eric finished pretty good down there. I think that's what it was. These are Steven won the 8-ball in Vegas last year. He is the guy to beat. There's the 8 or 9-ball. They finish in the top 5 and everything they play in. Doesn't matter where they go or who they're playing. Last year at Four Bears, down in Newtown, North Dakota, the Four Bears tournament, Steven finished second to Shane Van Boning in the 8-ball and second to Corey Duell in the 9-ball, beating Roberto Gomez and the likes of some of the other pros down there. So Ben finished 4th in the 8-ball and the 9-ball down there last year. Yes, Steven is a legitimate pro-level player. Jet setters need 4. Whoever can make it needs 5. They got to smarten up. Yeah, we'll be down in Niagara Falls on the 11th. Looking forward to that. That's a good tournament. We were trying to set up Steven versus John Mora and Ben versus Jason Klatt when we were down there, but that didn't work out. We were looking at getting them to play for 10 grand each. Or no, sorry, it wasn't John. It was Jason Klatt versus Steven and Ben versus Eric Horlofson when we were down there. But weren't able to work that out. Yeah, Mark, last year was my first time. John played a safety on himself again on the left-hand table. Yeah, those matches didn't get a chance to get worked out because we all fly in and out on the same days. 11th to the 18th we're there, so. I think they're looking for, towards the summer, getting Eric and Jason out to Calgary to play that match. Or a couple top-level players to come play some of the guys in Calgary. Just the time and money-wise to work it out. Grant pulling out the IQ. It's a good hit. And actually, or no, he did foul. Sorry. He had hit the 9. Jeff's just got to avoid this side pocket, drawing it back. Playing short side. And he gets there. He'll play this forward, top left, come around 2 rails for the 8s, or maybe just straight out 1 rail. Came a little far, but he'll just roll over to that left-hand rail for the 9 in the top right. Eric will be out on the right-hand table here too. Oh yeah, anytime we foul, we're picking up the ball and handing it to our opponent. If I foul, I'm not waiting for him to call it. I'm picking up the cue ball. See, Joe Spence has got a distraction. He's got his goddaughter, Steven's daughter. Joe's playing around. Joe looks good with a baby in his arms. So that little girl that Joe had in his arms there is what's driving Steven to play as good as he does. He does make his living playing pool. He's got to buy the diapers. Here's Jeff with his fancy bridge. Very nice shot. Steven will be out on the left-hand table here. Grant doesn't even make him shoot it. Eric gets it fairly safe. Jeff's got the edge edge of it. He's got about a quarter of the ball. I'm looking almost directly down the line that Jeff's shooting on the right-hand side here. Steven gets it safe, I think. Jeff's looking at it. He might have the edge of it. Grant gets the ball, or does he? Nope, he doesn't. Steven's like, get out of my way. I'm going to run this out. Pushing Grant out of the way there. Steven's going to combo the nines, looking like. That's it. I think I had the score wrong. That's the win. All over. So I'm just going to double check and see when the final is. It is scheduled for a half hour ago, so they'll be starting right away on these two tables. It will be the championship match with the Crew versus Jet Setters, a rematch. The Crew put them on the B side. So guys, I'm going to reset. We will be back when we get set up to start the championship match. If you are new to watching Q Sports Live, this is your first time, go to our Facebook page, click that like button, or our YouTube channel and click the subscribe button. And that'll notify you when we go live. But I'll reset. We'll be back when the championship match is going to start.